Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome. So today we're gonna be doing another campaign for the How to Win series, and this time we're gonna be taking a look at Crocker, who also has a hard initial challenge. So for everybody who's new, this is a guide. Yes, in a way it's more of an example. I'm gonna be showing you exactly what needs to be done in the early steps of pretty much every campaign. This time it's just gonna be Crocker. Feel free to check out my other videos as well, just since we're talking about it. And yeah, exactly, if you follow my baby steps and also just heed to my advice on a couple of things, the initial challenge is just gonna be a lot easier, and also the mid and late game, because everything I'm gonna be saying is gonna have an application everywhere, not just in the beginning. So let's take a look at the race attributes in case you haven't seen it or have forgotten it. We have the geomantic web. Settlements are linked by a network which boosts the power of commandments. That means the stronger it is, the better the commandments. For example, the one that provides public order on the standard of +2, it's gonna become +3 if you reach the geomantic web to level 3. If it's 4, it's gonna go 4, and so on. Special spawnings, one of the best things for the lizardman. You just kill a couple hundred of men and you just get free units, 0 of recruitment costs, just the upkeep. And beasts suitable for every task, though some are so ferocious they may lose control at charge ahead, which pretty much they mean rampage. You lose control of some units sometimes. That's why you have the cold ones, cold bloods, I mean, from your heroes and lords. So specifically Crocker, he has as a faction effect, upkeep -10% for all units, which is one of the best things that a lord could actually begin his campaign with. And the lord effects is leadership +10 for the lord's army, upkeep -50% for sources and cold one units. Crocker is just has one of the best skill set in the game, quite frankly, I believe. Leadership +10 also for Stegadon, Bastiladon, and Pterodon and Carnosaur units, which I think is different from this one. So it's actually +20 for Stegadons, if I'm correct, which I believe I am. Ambush success chance +25%. You won't be using that quite often. I find it quite nice to use it when I'm trying to get one army out of the city. For example, I have Crocker's army. There's a huge stack inside the city. There's also a huge garrison, and we don't have any really good range in order, to just shoot them out and overcome the challenges. So just going in an ambush outside of the city, so they believe that you're at least not there, or even better, come after you, so you defeat them, and just reduce the losses that you're gonna face fighting double stack inside the city. Armor +20 for Stegadon, Bastiladon, and Pterodon and Carnosaur units. So pretty much Crocker is just crazy. And he starts off with a Cold One Spear Rider, a Saurus Spear with shields, and also a Feral Stegadon. We're gonna be doing this legendary, of course, and let's begin. Now, about how to set up your army with the Lizardman, I would suggest in the beginning at least, just chip units as infantry, but every unit should be backed by a big dino. Either it's even Croxigors or even, Salamanders not so much, they're not good at melee, they're just good at shooting things. But yeah, have every unit of yours just being backed by a large monster with terror, and you're just gonna blitz through everything. Believe me, it doesn't matter if it's legendary or anything else, just do that, just always have this setup, every infantry being backed by one big dino, and with the help of a few spells, AoE spells for the better. You drop one on the left flank, one on the right, and everything is gonna collapse, and from there on it's just gonna be you chasing down the enemy missiles, which is gonna be a little bit obnoxious, I gotta say. That's how I always end up, that's what always ends up happening with the Lizardman. I blitz through the front line, and then it's just me and the balance of power just refusing me to give me the victory, and just chasing down missiles. Alright, so we start with the Temple of Skulls. If I remember correctly, now with the addition of Skaven Warrens, we have an undercity right beneath us. We can't see it at the moment, it's alright. What you want to go for immediately is the skink favelas. Just pump up as much money as you can get. We're gonna get the skink priest inside the army. Now, this initial challenge has been designed to be hard around these rat boys over here, which they control the cursed jungle and the serpent coast. But what I always say is always make the first contact, just attack turn 0, and don't let them just build up later. But in this case, we're gonna leave this guy alive, and the reason for that is because we're just gonna go back. We're gonna recruit like a couple, three more Sauruses, and this is gonna be like a super strong army. All that this guy has, as you can see, is just Skaven slaves, and the garrison is pretty much the same. So he's gonna try to get away from here. The thing is, we don't wanna kill him because if we actually kill him, the next turn, on turn 2, he's gonna spawn right here and he start gonna building up immediately. But if he stays down here, he just can't get through the jungle so much easily, and he's gonna have to waste a lot of time to get back there, which means he's not gonna be recruiting along the way. So this is one of the few cases that you don't need to kill off the initial challenge, the initial army that you're gonna be facing. Trust me, it's easier if you leave it alive, because otherwise if you destroy it right now, it's just gonna spawn immediately over there and start recruiting, and yeah, it's just gonna be harder later. Alright, diplomacy, we have a friendly faction with military access and non-aggression pact right beside us. I'm gonna ignore that. KROQ Zorn also seems to be liking us. Trespasses against Arachnos. Where is Arachnos, by the way? Okay, they're higher up here. And Quick has to be somewhere around. I just don't remember. I've never played with Quick in the Mortal Empires. I think that should be my next How to Win series. Anyway, just end the first turn. Make sure you're standing right next to the border so you can reach that within one turn, because movement points is actually quite limited in jungle areas. I have come to realize, like, just a minor screw up, just strafing like just one step away from the road can actually cost you a lot of movement points. So please don't do that mistake. Stay as close to the border as you can, and also on top of the road. Now, underway interception, I was counting on that, but as I said, leave him alive, don't kill him, trust me, it's just easier that way. Let him be, he's just gonna get up here, and it's gonna take him a lot of time to reach his city again. At least 1 or 2 turns. That's all that's needed, because 2 turns of recruitment are enough to just shift the balance of power. So even if we cost him just 2 turns, it's still enough. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Serpent Coast. As you can see, we can barely reach it. And yeah, this one it should be super easy. Like there shouldn't be anything you can't fight over here. I suggest you auto-resolve it. And don't loot and occupy it, because if you loot and occupy it, the rebellion is gonna happen a lot faster that you can deal with. I suggest you just occupy this one. It's not too much of money. We don't need the replenishment so much, that 8%, because we didn't take any really good damage. I suggest you go for the root marcher as a standard. Don't take anything else, because you're gonna need it if you wanna reach the cursed jungle just on the limit of time, just on the nick of time. Don't upgrade the Serpent Coast. Keep all of your surpluses to go for the main city, and the reason for that is because we will need walls over here. If we want to keep expanding and not look after our backs, we need to have walls so we can deal with rebellions, which are will happen until you get level 3 public order buildings like this one over here, the Grand Plaza. So yeah, just disband this one, get a recruitment going, just a few more sources. That's all that's needed for now. They don't cost too much with KROQ. And if you keep building those money making buildings, the upkeep is gonna be doing alrighty. Alright, this guy is just gonna be raiding. Alright, he decided not to go back to his city. He decided to stay somewhere around here to raid. Don't worry. If he tries to come back to the city, this garrison is enough to deal with him, and if it needs be, you're just gonna recruit a king lord just to protect. Alright, so we'll build up both of these things. We'll run out of money a little bit, as it seems over here, and this might seem like a minor step, but it's really quite important. On turn 3, when you leave the Serpent Coast, you need to force march. You need to just give the order to come up here. Don't give it something like this, because you might mess it up. Just give the order up here and just force march all the way you can. That's all that's needed, because if we do that, then the next turn we're gonna normal stance up to somewhere over here, and in turn 5 I think we're gonna be able to reach the Cursed Jungle just on the nick of the movement points. Like one tiny screw up can cost you a whole turn, and just one turn of recruitment for the Skaven is gonna prove vital for them, and it's gonna F you up. So as soon as you leave for the Serpent Coast, leave from the Serpent Coast, make sure you force march, and the next turn is gonna be the one that we're gonna be recruiting. That guy is hiding somewhere in here, just on the edge of the border, and since it's a jungle you just can't see him right now. At least he's not gonna be in the Cursed Jungle. Alright. We just gained a follower. Obviously you will probably get something different, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna use him. And now we're gonna level up our Skink Priest. I suggest you go immediately for the Wind Blast, not to be used against the Skaven, because the Skaven are gonna die. Okay, after that, on episode, even on this one, I don't know if we're gonna make it on this one, but at least on 2 and 3 we're gonna be going after Khalida up here if you want to expand, and Wind Blast is gonna prove quite important against the Tomb Kings. So in case you're wondering if you fear that you're gonna mess up the movement, just make sure you aim for the city so you make the optimal case. And as you can see over here, come on, give me control of the movement points. We're just making it on time. Like, I can't target. Yeah, like, we will make it next turn over there, just with 0 movement points left. We're gonna make another recruitment. Alright, if you can't recruit, you need to recruit as many as you can every single turn. So I suggest you just cancel this one. Make sure you get at least 17 units. And that should be it for the time being. Like, make sure you have 17 units, otherwise it's gonna be a little bit of a difficult battle. So don't fear about just cancelling this one. As soon as we take the Cursed Jungle, we're gonna loot this one and we're gonna make some really good money. And yeah, the guy is just standing over here, so wherever he decides to go, either for the Cursed Jungle, he's not gonna make it, I think, even with the underway stance. It's just quite difficult to get there. So he's probably gonna try and get in our back towards the Serpent Coast, which is totally fine. His army consists of only just Skaven slaves, because we left him alive, we didn't touch him, and he was just being a nuisance, just raiding and doing his thing. So if he tries to go for the Serpent Coast, all you have to do is probably just recruit a lord in there, and everything is gonna be fine. Okay, so just see over here, we just barely made it, and we'll go straight up ahead. Now there's gonna be a second army over here, but it's just gonna be a minor one with just clan rats and Skaven slaves, which is like the super easy thing to counter. So I'm gonna play this battle manually. Don't auto-resolve it, you are going to lose some units. So yeah, just make sure you play this one manually. And fear not, it's always the same map for the Skaven minor cities, with that destroyed tower in the middle. What you have to do is just fight around that if you're afraid of the Night Runners and Slingers of shooting you down, because you don't have anything really good range at the moment. These skinks with javelins just don't have enough range in order to do anything. And please, for the love of God, don't get your Cold One Spear Riders fighting Night Runners. They will destroy them, trust me. Night Runners destroy the Cold One Spear Riders into 1v1, so don't try to use them as cavalry to chase down any skirmishers. Alright, we're gonna get these guys as front line, these guys are as missile, and we're gonna leave this guy somewhere in the middle, because he's not gonna be that needed. Alright, I suggest you go full from the left side as much as you can, so you hold one flank secure from that tower over here, and you're just gonna wrap around slowly towards this way. So yeah, we're gonna keep these guys here and the Stegadon in case we are being harassed. Just make sure you don't engage alone with these guys against Night Runners, okay? They will destroy you. Leave these guys behind, actually a little bit to the right, because the fight is gonna happen either on the tower over here around that, or with some skirmishers just trying to chase them down. So let's go like this. If you wanna gamble, please feel free, I don't mind. And let's go over here. Now they're spread all over the place, as you can see over here. It's not a big deal. They always try to go and form up behind the tower. So the huge battle is probably gonna be happening here. Like 10 versus 10 units are all gonna be blown up like this. That's what usually happens. We're gonna fast forward. I really hated how slow the Sauruses are. Like, I'm quite used to skinks. Oh, a summon has happened here. Don't stop for summons. Just you need to keep going. You need to keep going. All right. Ignore the summons. You can send your Cold One Spear Riders and your Stegadon just to terror out it immediately. And we're gonna bring the spear from here, actually, and the skinks. Just keep them over there and turn them. I'm gonna turn them off from fire at will, because I want that ammunition to go wherever I want it to go. Alright, so you reform over here together with the Stegadon, and let's bring our Lord and Hero and Savior over here. And you guys just keep going. Alright, you can start getting on melee. Actually, let's get you over here, because I don't think these guys are gonna be quite good fighting all alone. And for the moment, just wait. Another summon, don't worry about skinks, it's gonna be fine. Just get the guys to fight them. And we're engaging all across the line, and actually 3 of our sources are getting on behind them. If only they were a little bit faster, that would be amazing. So we're holding the enemy down over here. We're gonna send our big dino over there to cause some terror out in Crocker. You can go after this lord, but just be careful, because Crocker is not that good on in the early beginning, and he has anti-large. So yeah, like he's not that good on with footlords. I suggest you keep dropping harmonic convergence on him to keep buffing him up, and let's keep going around over here. Dino, just make sure it always just keeps on moving. And let's get this Cold One Spear Riders to get a back charge over here. But please don't engage Night Runners, they will destroy you. Alright, you can go into the back of this unit, you can go into the back of this, and you can just keep on chasing them just to keep them true for the time being. As you can see over here, Crocker is winning the fight, but that's only because of the harmonic convergence. And make sure you get the harmonic convergence before you actually get on melee, okay? It works best that way. The skinks are almost running out of ammunition. These guys are not shooting, I don't know why. Oh, because they're not on fire at will. Okay, you can turn on fire at will right now. Keep these guys chasing these ones. The front line is doing quite well, especially on the left flank. Not so well on the right, but we're gonna save it. We're gonna get a back charge over here. And I'm pretty sure all of these rats are gonna melt. Cold One Spear Riders, how much charge bonus they have? Only 32, but yeah, let's not forget we're facing slaves. And as you can see, they broke already 3 units. Let's pull out. It's always best to keep cycle charging, and as soon as these guys run out of ammunition, you can use them to just buff up the remaining of your lines. So Crocker is actually emerging victorious over here. The enemy lord has been shattered, and for the moment you just wait. It's just gonna be a grind. Let's get the skinks all around just to go and fend off the Night Runners, and everything is gonna be fine. Alright, you cross onto that, and you just keep going to cross into the next. Make sure you keep your skink priest away from the fight. He's just he's too shitty in the beginning. Alright, don't try to play the hero with him. Alright, you can keep chasing that guy off, and the Stegadon, just keep going. Imagine if we had a wind blast over here. That would make things a lot more easy. Okay, these guys have crumbled over here, so I guess we can advance these bad boys as well, and let's keep buffing up some unit actually. Let's buff up these guys and just send them in. Alright, since we're free of these night runners, so Cold One Spear Riders won't come under any harm, we can get an even better positioning. And we're just gonna go and charge straight up inside, and let's take a look, a cinematic look of that thing. And there you go, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Alright, these guys are still chasing these ones down, and look at that, they're reaching the corner of the map with nowhere to run. So they will just get destroyed. Okay, we have won pretty much everywhere, so all that remains to happen is just to grind. The Skinks are doing alright for the moment against the Night Runners, but I'm gonna send the Stegadon over there because they're one of the remaining units that has still not shattered. So I think we won. Yeah, we have won. And there it goes. You don't have to keep playing this. It's a city siege battle, so no finishing off is needed. Everybody is automatically getting destroyed. So quite fast we dealt with Clan Mordkin, but not quite there yet, because as I said, they still have an underground warren beneath your city, and yeah, they can just harass you with that. If you chase them with Crocker, they're just gonna be running away. So you need to give them something that they can think they can win, which is attacking the Serpent Coast. They're gonna try and go for that since they lost their city right now. So if they go to over there, we're just gonna recruit a Red Skink Lord. If you recruit a Soros Caravet, he's a lot more powerful than a Clan Rat Lord, so they're just gonna turn away. So don't recruit a Soros. Over here, this one, just loot and occupy, don't sack it, you don't have enough movement points. And you want the rebellion to happen right now, so just do it. We're gonna need this one, but later, so let's get rid of it now. I think it's gonna be best if I upgrade it to make money. And we're gonna level up Crocker. I suggest you go for the blue line immediately. Like the Soroses with all the buffs and all the leadership bonuses, they're gonna be amazing in the early game. Alright, you don't need to go for Proud Warrior or anything like that yet. I suggest you go for, I don't know, pick whatever you want. I would pick the Bonded Service and Fervent. Spend the third points over here so I can get to the Geomantic Sustenance and the Gift of the Jungle. That's what we need, but most importantly the upkeep. Even if we have reduced upkeep, we're gonna need it. So we can start recruiting secondary lord almost immediately, which is, he's just gonna be with Skinks, but at least we're gonna have a second lord to defend our stuff. I suggest you go for 19 units because there's usually a free lord giveaway over here, and if it's not, we're gonna recruit a skink chief soon for the replenishment, of course, because replenishment is super important. Like, you must always get it immediately. And a commandment, I guess we can go for alignment of war actually. Or is there something else? Holy Stella, what does it do? Oh, I think I remember. It, yeah, there it is. It's right over there. Missile damage reduced and accuracy. Chance of plague spreading. Siege holdout time +2. Winds of magic. I suggest you go for the alignment of war until we destroy the rebellion. Because there's gonna be a rebellion now, okay? And yeah, just recruit up to 19 units, or you can recruit like, oh, you can't recruit anybody else, it's super close. And that's how it's gonna be for you. Alright, let's end the turn and let's keep going. Alright, the rebellion has happened, and as I said in the previous How to Win series, we have a red building. That means these guys will have a much better rebellion. And as you can see over here, they already have rat ogres. They probably have plague claw catapults or anything like that. In case you're wondering, if you have a red building inside the province and the rebellion happens, the rebellion is gonna be a lot more tougher if you don't have any. So if you're struggling with really tough rebellions, I suggest you remove all red buildings from the provinces that are gonna rebel and just keep it clean from it. Right now we should have had it, because I wanted to recruit Soruses, and actually if it's not destroyed by the time the rebellion spawns, they're still gonna be drawing troops from that red building, so it didn't really matter too much. If I wanted destroyed, I should have done it earlier, okay? Like 2 turns earlier. So we're just gonna have to face a lot stronger rebellion over here, but if you don't want any of that in other campaigns or anything, just avoid building red buildings wherever you can't, or you know that you can't protect. Alright, we have the maximum amount of units that we need. We're just gonna force march back here, and don't worry about this guy, he can't reach us just yet. Like, his raiding movement points are somewhere over here, that means he can reach most likely here. So don't recruit that skink chief, that skink, red crested skink just yet. Alright. And I suggest you wait out the rebellion. By wait out I mean wait for them to get a full stack, and wait for them to attack you so you have the garrison units, because as I said, since we have a red building right here, they're gonna have like rat ogres, plague claw catapults, what else, even gutter runners most likely. Like, it's gonna be a hard army, and it's gonna be really hard to face it with just basic Soruses and just one cold one spear rider and stegadon. So since I suggest that you're gonna wait it out to build up fully, so you're gonna make more money and get more experience, you might as well just sit inside the city. Don't try to go for Clan Mortkin. And what is that? Born Killers. You can pick either of that. I'm gonna go for the melee attack, and we're gonna level up this guy, get the wind blast. Always get the wind blast, one of the best spells in the game. Get inside the city so you can get the full of the replenishment. And let's see over here. So this guy actually wants to move in raiding stance only, because he was here on raiding stance and he moved over here raiding stance as well. So I'm not gonna recruit yet. Like, to be honest, I can do this battle with just these 2 units, these 5 units, because it's just slaves that we're up against. But yeah, like he seems to want to move just on raiding stance, because he's probably on negative upkeep and he can't do otherwise. So I'm not gonna recruit the Lord yet. As I said, I believe he's just gonna move again on raiding stance. So we'll most likely have another turn to trigger a Lord. If you don't feel safe, you can get him already. Just don't try to build like I did the next favela for money. It doesn't matter like if you max out the buildings immediately. If you feel threatened, go ahead and recruit the Lord. But right now I'm pretty sure this guy is just not gonna attack immediately. You see, he just came on raiding stance, because that's what they do mostly when they have like 0 settlements left. Alright, and we have enough money. Defeat the following army. I will. Make sure that you recruit a red crested skink. As I said, if you recruit a Soros Old Blood, it's gonna shift the balance of power so much that they're just gonna ignore you and you will have to chase them down, which is gonna be like super annoying. So I'm gonna go for the citiest one over here. I don't want to get a good one. Pompous, enemy leadership -4 in local region. I'm gonna get this one because -4 leadership in the whole local region is quite strong. You're gonna go on the negative, but since you have a lot of money in the bank and you're gonna make a lot from that rebellion over here. Look at these rat ogres, oh my dear lord. Okay, so it's just gonna come down to you defeating this guy. And now we just got our first technology, which is kind of useless because we're not trading with anybody or even making resources at the moment, but it's alright. Don't attack this thing, just wait. Wait it out to max out. The more it maxes, the more money for you. Alright. And don't worry about them raiding you, they're not costing you that much. And if you attack it, I said it, like, you can win it, but it's gonna be super hard. Those rat ogres or anything else that might trigger in your gameplay is just gonna be a lot to deal with. All you have is infantry, nothing else. And infantry is only good for sieges. Okay. Don't take this for granted. I meant something else, like, yeah, whatever. I meant that since we're gonna be having so much infantry, we're gonna be more effective at sieges. And I'm gonna show you exactly the way. It doesn't matter if you face like 2 full stacks inside an army. If you follow this as I say, it's gonna be super easy. So, how do we play this one? Quite easily. We're gonna have our skinks to chase off the slingers, so they won't be shooting at us, dropping our morale as we fight, because even if they are set at doing damage, it always comes down to morale. They cause too much of a morale penalty that we can ignore. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna keep a red-crested skink in the middle, so he can hopefully get into a fight with this guy with the backup of at least 1 skink unit. And the Sauruses are gonna be fighting clan rats, which, as you already can guess, will just destroy them. So wait over here. Actually, let's advance because they don't seem to be coming to us. Don't worry about the skinks, that's what they have their shields for, and they're doing the mistake of not falling back, which means I'm gonna catch them. So we're gonna have the Sauruses to fight the clan rats, as I said, and you are gonna be here, red-crested skink, just wait. Alright, go up ahead against that, and you fall back, you go after this one, and that should be good. Alright, let's try to sneak you in from that gap over here. Skinks, that's right. Keep chasing down the slingers. And let's get you in their flanks. Is he winning? Not yet, but as soon as these guys start killing the Skaven slaves over here, we're gonna be doing just fine. Alright, let me just fast forward because, yeah, it's not gonna be anything great. And yes, now he's starting to... actually, he's taking some damage. So let's send these guys to back him up. Don't leave him all alone, the slaves have already saddled. And it should be done right about now. Now I suggest you just chase them down as much as you can, because that means the less you're gonna be facing later. And the skinks are quite fast, they can cut down the rats. The Sauruses, no way. But the skinks are quite alright, they have like 40 speed, 46, which is a lot. And don't kill this guy, that's enough. Because the army is gonna survive no matter what you do, so you better just leave this guy alone with just enough HP, so it's gonna be a lot easier to kill him later. How much did we leave him with? Ah, damn it, I didn't make it. So all that was needed in this minor battle was we have 1 extra unit. Okay, so just get that 1 extra unit, which is gonna be skinks, to fight alongside your red-crested skink against the enemy general lord, and it should be a GG, pretty much like it was here. If you're not lucky enough to catch the slingers, pretty much what happened to me, it's alright. Just keep chasing them off. Alright, we're gonna go for the money because we don't care about replenishment over here. And what remained over in this army? I'm trying to find out if we'll be able to finish it off. They just came straight close to us, which means the garrison might be able to participate into this battle. I guess they really wanna die, don't they? And hopefully this force is gonna make an attack. Yep, and now it has made an attack. Okay. Settlement besieged, mission successful. What did we get? A leadership for all armies. Whatever you get, it's gonna be alright. So let's go with route marcher with this guy as well, and let's see, can the garrison participate? It can. Alright, if it can't, just wait inside the city. If you can't kill that army, they will attack you. Don't worry. Let's take the money yet again. Just staying inside for another turn, it's gonna be alright. And you will go with oh no, you're gonna go with this one because you're later gonna be running a skink army, so the skinks are not that great on melee, so they will need some backup. Alright, and back to the basics over here. As you can see, we don't have plague claw catapults, but we have a lot of rat ogres. I got a banner over here. I don't want to use that because if you don't get it, it might be game changing, and it's actually a strong banner, causes terror, and terror is really good against Skaven. So yeah, I mean, I don't suggest you auto-resolve it. You might lose a unit, and actually we need to destroy that red building immediately in order to get a skink 1, so we can get a skink chief. Now you're gonna say to me, but we had already one, why didn't we upgrade it? Because if we wanted to upgrade it on the Serpent coast, we would have to waste surplus to get it to level 2, to get the city at level 2 in order to upgrade it at level 2. The provincial capital is already at that point, so yeah, we're just gonna destroy the building and we'll get this one. Okay, reinforcements coming from back here. Let's group things up as I usually do. You're gonna be the main line, get like this. You get out of that, just stay somewhere like here, you here, 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 and here, and let's get the spears somewhere in the middle so we can follow up wherever the rat ogres are gonna go. That's good enough magic, we don't need to gamble, and since they don't have plague claw catapults, we'll just wait them out. In case in your gameplay they have something else, like it should be easy. You really have a lot more stronger army at this point. Alright, all of the spears stay back here. Let's group this force up. Let's group these ones up and those ones, and you're gonna be somewhat of a, I don't know, somewhat of a secondary line in case we collapse somewhere. I could send the skinks in the front to get shot actually. You know what? If they make it in the front line, they did. Otherwise, it's all good. I'm gonna try to fall back, just give them a little bit more time. Yeah, are we gonna... they missed. Alright, cool. And let's see. Okay, you know what? You don't have to go all that close. Hold back. That's right. Stay here. Just let the skinks get shot. It's garrison troops, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna counter these rat ogres over here, and now we're just gonna march up ahead. Let's send this guy to chase him to eternity. Should be good. Let's get the spears rolling. Let's get the stegadons somewhere in the middle. Crocker on these units, and yeah, just go for full-on engagement. Beat them straight in a straight-on fight, like not much else is needed. And you try to come from here. Should be good. Now we have oh, we can't overcast it, that's alright. Let's drop the wind blast over here. I kinda failed a little bit, I think. Yeah, I should have waited. Are we sending oh, the cold one riders are over here dealing with the rat ogres, so we're good. We have some skink javelins over here. Let's send one to shoot this one and the other one to shoot these guys over here. And let's buff up Crocker, which is fighting as he should be rat ogres. Alright. Let's send you right back inside. Actually, let's get you through that gap to go and chase them down. You go chase these ones too. And Cold One Riders, just come over here. No, you keep chasing. Alright, and another Wind Blast can go down over here. Alright, let's get the skinks back. Let's get you here. Keep on fighting. And Spearmen. Just way too many troops. I don't know what to do with these guys. And it seems that they didn't actually recruit a full army. Well, it's kind of in our favor. If they do on your gameplay, it's still gonna be the same. You just have a lot more troops. And alright, let's get these guys over here, and you just keep coming straight up over here. You try to just chase these guys, and yeah, we're doing alright. Cold One Spear Riders are just proving their worth. They have suffered a lot of damage, but it's alright. Is that Knight's Skaven Slave Slingers? Okay, if it was Night Runners, I would be a little bit afraid. You can go over there. And why are all of these guys sitting still? Go get some kills. Go advance. I don't know towards where, but just do it. Alright, and you keep going. How about these guys? Weren't you chasing some slingers? Whatever. And this is what I hate, like you blitz through the front line and you from there on you just chase down silly slingers. That's what I hate when I fight Skaven, or anybody pretty much when it happens. Alright, let's send you here, let's send you here, and you keep hunting this guy down. Also, if you don't auto-resolve this one, that army is gonna probably survive, which means you're gonna get 2 battles out of this. Double the money, double the experience. Well, not exactly double the money, but you know what I mean. If you auto-resolve it, you're both gonna lose troops and not get enough money and experience. And we've won. Now I suggest you just chase off some little bit of the scraps. And do we have any skinks sitting? Alright, we have one. These guys are fast, so they should be the ones chasing, but everybody is really far. So I suggest you end it. Alright, you can actually... I suggest the replenishment. Or not. No, take the money. Take the money. Because we are safe from here on. There's gonna be another rebellion, but a lot later. And we're gonna have the garrison to protect us from it. So, yeah, just keep making some sweet money over here. Alright, nobody died, good. Make double the money. And another level up, and also for the Skink Priest, which means we're gonna be upgrading the Wind Blast even further. Good. Now we can most likely overcast it. Get inside the Temple of Skulls, just wait 1 turn to get some decent replenishment, and in 6 turns we should be able to upgrade this one. Destroy that and start building a Skink Priest Skink Chief one, which is that, the spawn pools of the lower castes. And there is no need for any right. Can't do anything else, so we just wait it out. Alright, and our first mission, which I hope it's the same for you, but it might be, for me it's a Blessed Stegadon, which is excellent. This is what we need. In case if it's Soros's, it's alright, it's still a good thing. Alright, let's go for that. We should try to build it as fast as we can. Let's force march up here in order to get to the cursed jungle. And we should be alright. As I said, there's not much to be made at this point. You just keep moving forward. Alright, how many turns are we gonna stay over here? I think we're gonna go, we're just gonna stand another turn for a good replenishment. And then head straight for the Doom Glade. This is uncolonized, alright, and this is the one that you should be going for. Don't go for the Golden Tower, this is uncolonized as well. But Teotihuacan, we're not gonna be going after them. They have a full stack of Lizardman forces, which is quite good. They have a garrison as well. It's gonna be almost impossible to take that city. Not impossible, you can take it, but I suggest that you leave these guys alive for later, either to kill them or confederate with them. Like, you don't have to worry about these ones. They're quite friendly to you. You can sign a defensive alliance or anything. Leave them alone. It's gonna be fine. So, yeah, let's head over there and keep going. Oh, actually, did I build? Shit. Let me just check. I like, my mind is all over the place because I'm just I'm actually uploading a video right now on the other screen, and I'm just you know, applying the titles, the details, and all of that good stuff. So my mind is like all over the place. Excuse me about that. The hard life of a YouTuber, a tiny one. And there you go. Okay, we're good. Oh, yeah, I just gave the order. Sorry. 30 seconds that I can't take back. Okay, public order is alright. Let's keep going with that, and in 4 turns we're gonna be able to get that desired surplus. Alright, nothing to recruit over here. We're just sitting inside just to halt the negative public order for a turn, and also just get another one of good replenishment, because it's gonna mean we're gonna have to waste less money to take the Doom Glade. And also, if you have followed the exact same steps, you should be at the chapter objectives 2 out of 3. Occupy, loot, or raise 3 different settlements. So as soon as you colonize that, you're gonna get your extra bonus money. So we'll be able to upgrade pretty much everything from there on. It should be super easy. Okay, technology research, not that we care too much about it. Actually, income from industry is quite good, even though we don't have any, but we're gonna get some. Alright, so we're gonna come straight for the Doom Glade. We don't need to encamp or anything like that, otherwise we're not gonna make it. And we're just gonna get the King Chief in the next turn. So let's end this one. Like, we have made enough money in the bank by those two rebellions, also by taking Clan Morkin out in their last remaining army. And since the faction is destroyed, also the Warren, the Under Empire Warren, is destroyed as well. So another less headache for us. Alright, and did we get that surplus? Just one more turn, but we can get the Skink Chief. So, get the Skink Chief. I'm just gonna get a generic one. So he's not that powerful. Let's get that one, because he definitely doesn't need the charge bonus. And destroy that immediately. Don't keep it. You're gonna go for the public order. It's not gonna save you. There's still gonna be another rebellion, but the faster you get it, the better. So we head off straight for the Doom Glade. By turn 13 you should plan this to happen at the same time if you follow the exact same steps. And now we will go after Libara's court, which I think they're over here besieging Rasetra, which is alright. Okay, so again, now next turn we're gonna get a lot of sweet money. And like, this is quite a linear initial challenge. Like, there's not too much to it. It's not like the other that I have done, where there were multiple choices and I just said what's the best one to follow. I'm just trying to give you like the best timing into everything, some basic advice, and from here on it should be all about, pretty much about the Sand People, the Nehikara ones, how to deal with Libaras, and possibly the Vampire Counts, which are north of here. Alright, I suggest you take the Doom Glade, recolonize it, and just you're gonna lose it. Like, you're not gonna be able to hold it, so don't bother too much with it. We're just getting it in order to just get a so we could take the initial objective already, the money, and also to make some, because we're gonna build a favela here as well for a couple of turns. And look at that, 4 more K, and ready for duty. And now we go for this one, and also for the public order here. How many turns for another rebellion? We're gonna make it to get a garrison, I think. Yep, we definitely will make it. And since we're not gonna be having any red building, it's the rebellion is just gonna be about clan rats and just silly tiny rats. Alright, and as you can see, this is the reason we need the King Chief. Like, look at the replenishment over here. It sucks. It's just not good enough. So what about here? Nothing. We keep on going. I told you it's a little bit of a slow initial start. Lots of waiting and sitting by. Oh, Libaras has actually fallen to the Vampire Counts up in the north. It's still the same. I would still be going after Rasetra, even if it was Tomb Kings or if it was Vampire Counts. Both of them are quite easy to deal with in the beginning, but I suggest you pick one enemy at a time. If you go after Court of Libaras, which out of pure luck happened that their only remaining city is over here, so it will be super easy to just wait them out, to take them out. So we will have the entirety of this province. Doomglade shares the same one with this one and not Libaras. Also, we're not gonna have to worry about a rebellion and getting Doomglade raised if we take that fast enough, and overall we should be good. And yes, Rasetra has fallen. Get the favela over here, get the King Chief inside the army, and yeah, we have to wait. We definitely have to wait, because the replenishment even with the King Chief is just not enough. And we can't recruit anything because I took out all of the buildings. Actually, you can get... I suggest you go for this one. Just a little bit of tiny replenishment more is gonna be alright. Is there any replenishment for the edicts? Nope. So, should we encamp? Yeah, just keep going close to the border, so you will attack Rasetra. Actually, you know what? Just stay inside, because that helps the public order as well. It keeps it at +2, so whenever we are ready to actually move out, then we're gonna do it. That's actually quite bad, not gameplay wise, because I wanted that army to stay inside the city so I can show you how easily you can defeat the Tomb Kings even if they have like a garrison inside and also a whole army. I guess I have shown it into my other campaigns when facing against Tomb Kings, but just not the how to win ones. I think I showed pretty much how to deal with them with tic-tac-toe. We're still gonna apply the same, like the garrison is still gonna be in here, it's just not gonna be that hard. So I'm still gonna show the tactic of how to take Rasetra quite easily. And what is that? Use the magic. Actually yes, because we don't have a lot of spells, although Wind Blast is quite awesome. So I suggest... Alright, let's get the Fervent. If you reach on this amount, take your army to encamp close to the border. So we're gonna need another turn of replenishment, which we're gonna spend up here. Alright, and then we just go straight for Rasetra, and that should be it. We built that thing, so that's why the replenishment is so much. This King Priest, let's max out the Wind Blast. And how about here? Holy shit, we might not be able to get the public order stable. -7. 2 turns. A rebellion is gonna happen. If we do that, we lose all of our income, which is alright. We need to make sure that the rebellion happens the same turn that we start building at least the garrison. Alright, so don't worry, we have a lot of money in the back. It doesn't matter if we're not making a lot more extra. Just make sure that the rebellion will not happen sooner than this thing is built. Because the rebellion, in order to build up fully, I think it needs 3 or 4 turns. I think 4 in order to attack the settlements, the settlement. The garrison needs 3 turns to complete, so you're gonna be quite safe if it happens the same turn that you start building. I suggest to start building 1 turn before, like issue the build up and the turn, and then the rebellion should happen. That's the best optimal case. In case the rebellion, there's some chance that the rebellion is gonna attack a little bit sooner with just less army. So yeah, just make sure you get it before it happens. Okay, quest successful, research and technology, that's just a mission. Quest issued, kill 500 enemies. Well, Tomb Kings always die. Alright, and I told you, now we come over here, we encamp for another turn, and we will start to move out. I believe we can get rid of that to get... oh, they actually have another stack over here. Okay, good. So they're gonna have a good army inside for me to showcase. Alright, you can start building up the rest, since we have the money, and we already upgraded that to level 3. And let me see here. It's quite tricky because it might actually go a little, it might go one more point on the negative, so I suggest you have the money, don't play with this thing. Just make sure that you're gonna issue first the garrison to be built, and then the rebellion is gonna happen. Alright, and let's go with technology, with this one, because we don't have plenty of skins, so we don't worry about that stuff for the moment. Alright, let's end the turn once more, and it's almost the end and we haven't done plenty. As I said, it's just a slow start with the last defenders. Okay, so that thing has been demolished, so we can go for the favelas yet again, and over here now we get the garrison and we issue back the tax rate. The rebellion can happen now, and I suggest you go first. That's tricky. Actually, you can go whatever you want. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go for this one, because we're gonna get another public order building here, and after we crush the rebellion, the public order should completely stabilize. Alright, just in case the Tomb Kings are gonna kick off in case they kick off the edict about attrition, I suggest you go into encamp, but if we can only just encamp here, so we'll risk it. Like, even if they kick off the edict, just make sure you reach the distance, and don't worry about what we're gonna be facing in here. Okay, it's not gonna be much because they're beaten up now, but as I said, I'm just gonna show you how to deal even if they have a level 3 garrison and also Khalida in here defending. It's one simple way to deal with pretty much all of the Tomb Kings quite easily. So I'm gonna end the turn one last time, and we're gonna continue this on the next episode. Alright, and that's just a random one. Construction cost for construction time, just do nothing. And that should be it. What is that? Oh yeah, the new lord has popped, and he's a warp lightning guy. I take it, not a plague priest. And as you can see, it's just clan rats, because there's no red buildings, and we're gonna be making enough money to upgrade that one too at this turn. And oh my god, why did you leave? I wanted to showcase... damn it. I'm just gonna show it to you on the next episode, even if it's empty, alright? Anyway, so I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.